Welcome, Karen Hardy. Hello, darling. What a night, Saturday. Some awesome dancing. It was fabulous. Let's start off with Deborah. Great energy out there on the floor. But Bruno said she was a bit like a tortoise.
I thought she was incredible, but she might not like this. Just this little bit that I want to show.
OK.
They called her a tortoise, and then we're going to freeze frame here, right at... Because you see, she's starting to go down into her shell, and there she is.
OK.
She's in her shell. Can you see that? So, basically, the neckline accentuates the body line, the movement, the poise, OK? So when the frame's up, the neck has to elongate and remain elongated throughout the entire performance.
OK.
It's a very difficult dance. I thought she was a ray of sunshine.
I know, she was wonderful. Fiona got 4 7s. Bruno and Craig picked up a little bit, though, on her balance. How can Fiona fix that?
Yeah, it was interesting they picked up on it. What I picked up on is because she's not absorbing into her knees. So if we look at the pivot turn here, see, it's hitting a hard leg. So in the end, she's not absorbing anything, and then we get a little wobble just at the end there. But in general, it's beautiful. She's got to start using her heels. If she uses her heels, footwork is the foundation of movement. If she uses the heels, bends the knees, she'll drive across that floor, and it won't look so stilted.
OK, Natalie and Artem and their rumba, straight 9s from the judges. Incredible performance from Natalie. But why no 10s just yet?
Well, I mean, people have different learning curves, and she's peaked quickly here. She's learnt body rhythms, but there's a step I want to show you here. This is how amazing she is. We get the action here where she's using the body from the head to her fingers to her toes, but she goes out into this what we call fan position. Now the feet close, look at the beautiful feet, the hip action and the use of the arms. We've got everything there. What she'll need to work on is a very high level of movement from foot to foot. The more she improves that, the more beautiful it will become. It can become even more beautiful than that.
OK, Rachel and Pasha and their cha-cha-cha, which went great, but Craig said he wasn't impressed with the développé. Now, we talk about this every year, and every year you have to remind us, what is a développé?
Développé is like the unfolding of your leg, OK? So if we have a look here right at the beginning, now if it was me, what I would do, I would have put her on the other leg, because it's the hand and the leg and she's very uncomfortable. If she'd have been kicking with her inside foot, it might have been easier. But nobody picked up on, she was walking it. She's improved within 1 week. She was strong. The only thing she didn't do, she just kept looking at Pasha all the way through. That confidence now has got to go out to the audience. Loved her whole dance. I thought she was great. Just get those eyes out.
Get the eyes out. But I guess that, again, is something with confidence. Because sometimes you look at your partner, don't you? Help me in case it goes wrong.
We won't help.
OK,
no,
we won't
get
help.
out there and sell yourself. That's it.
Sophie and Brendan and their samba. More praise for Brendan's choreography. What impressed you the most in this?
Well, I think he's found a partner that understands his vision. So a professional will start with a vision of choreography and hope that your celebrity is going to follow it through. He had a really casual effect here, and then he goes into these epic samba rolls, which are one of the most difficult steps to do. Full body contact, absolutely brilliant. But there's a tiny little but. If this had been, I'd say week 7, week 8, this would have been a really dangerous gamble. He's gone for this cool, casual, laid-back approach, which worked on this night. Later on down the road, that needs to be competitive. Even if you do a casual action, it's got to be casual with impact.
I love that, casual with impact.
Yes.
OK, Susanna and Kevin and their Viennese waltz, which was stunning, and a 9 from Darcy and from Len. Another comment for her, though, on frame. What's wrong with her frame?
Very simple. Anything to do with frame, the elbows must always be in front of the body. So if we look here, we're going from a casual up into full hold. And you can see, because the shoulders are up, you can see that the elbows are behind the body. Now, very simple. Anybody at home, elbows forward, get your broom, put your broom across your arms.
Or a mop,
whatever works for you. And you dance around.
I love the fact that I'm doing this too.
That's right,
No
it's
idea what I'm doing.
great. Praising me, I love that. Right. So,
always.
Broom across there. Any movement that she makes now, the elbows must stay in front of the body at all times. As soon as it goes behind the bodies, you can see that shoulders come up and the head will start to drop. That was all it was. Elbows in front of body for her, and then she would have mastered it.
Oh, that brilliant. Let's talk about Abby and her jive. Last week, Bruno was talking about her free arm wandering about, but she did something quite clever this week.
Oh, really clever. How great are our professionals? Probably she hasn't quite mastered how to use the arms, so he's got her using her dress throughout the dance. Absolutely brilliant. But then I think they started talking about loose legs. They weren't happy with her legs. You know, this dance is about accuracy. So when you're kicking, they've got to be direct and straight to the point. And when you get to a step like the drunken sailor, which
Craig
she did,
mentioned,
Craig mentioned, when Abby did it, it wasn't as accurate. It was a bit mismatched. Shall I?
Yes, please do. We want to see how the drunken sailor. We want to see the drunken sailor.
So drunken sailor literally means that the image is going along the street, but the accuracy needs to be in there.
Come on, girl.
And then she did the did you see that twisting of the feet rather than a twist looking like that again?
That, ladies and gentlemen, is how it should be done. Incredible. Well, that's the girls discussed. We will discuss the boys a little bit later on. Karen Hardy! Yeah! Susanna and Kevin's Viennese